Captain's log. Star date 0210202017.0. Starship Excelsior's log NCC 77246. As you can see, we got Captain Moppy with us. So, anywho, short video for you all. I had to go by the pharmacy today. So this morning what happened was, last night during my Guild Wars tutorials on Path of Fire, I started having severe tooth pain. And then I put a movie in to try to go to sleep. And, it was like 4 in the morning. And so I was in pain. So the movie went on. And the movie is 6.5 hours long. Thank God to Amazon Prime. I'm actually loving this movie. It's called Jesus in Nazareth. So then what happened was, this morning, I got up, I was in pain off and on, and I tried to limit what I had ibuprofen-wise because I was running out, not ibuprofen, Tylenol. So today I went to the store. They charge a little bit at the pharmacy, but I got a giant bottle of ibuprofen and acetaminophen, so I'll rotate them out every 6 hours for tooth pain. Now, the reason for it is the chips and the what do you call it? The barbecued ribs gave me some trouble. So anyway, so the barbecued ribs gave me trouble, and because of it, I decided today to go to the pharmacy. Well, while I was there, where's that thing there? I want to show them.
This?
Yes, let me show them this. So, as you know, once in a while when I'm at the pharmacy, I get this harebrained idea. So this lady said that there's a shaker. Basically, it's a mixer. Basically, once you open it, etc., and break the tape, basically it mixes drinks. It's a shaker and mixer for like James Bond drink. But anyways, it comes with candy. Basically comes with candy. So it says cheers, peppermint melts, white fudge, peppermint, and dark chocolate. So they give you all this candy. It was 50% off, and you get the shaker. And I was like, a nice Valentine's present for Chloe because I have a gold heart. So I was there, and I was purchasing the medications I needed for my tooth pain. Then afterwards, I went over to the one grocery store next door, and Chloe was already coming out. So I was like, okay. And then afterwards, I went over to see a friend of mine over in the gas station because I go in there to get my dip. I get a discount, and I went in there, and they're like, hey, what's up? And I go, oh, can't complain. Talked to her for about 5 minutes, 7 minutes, and left. She says, oh, well, she's busy, so she doesn't have to end up in the pub. She's Irish, so she's just straight up awesome. And then what happened was I went over to the hardware store. Forgot to get batteries, so I got batteries for the TV remotes. I have 2. And then afterwards, I picked up a couple other cleaning supplies that we need for the bathroom and stuff. And then afterwards, I went over to the store. Now, funny story about the store is I went in there, and I have friends in there. They're like, hey, how goes it? What's new? And I'm like, oh, I can't complain. And I was going through, and Chloe's like, I'm going to the bathroom. So I was like, okay. So she goes to the bathroom. I go over, and I decided, okay, I need to get sandwich making. Chloe's like, I'll make sure to get some for myself. I said, okay, or I'll grab it for you. I know what you like. So I threw it in my little shopping cart, because I put the little basket right on top of the shopping cart. And we get discounts on every bag we don't use, we get credits. So we got like a credit because we have our own little bags, the little shopping cart. So I was in there, and I says, okay. So I had my list, and when I was shopping, I needed to get things. So I went in, and I got sandwich meats. Then I wheeled over to find the shaving cream because Chloe's like, oh yeah, where do you buy shaving cream? It's like, well, yeah, I mean, these little cans that I get from the Family Resource Center would last me, but with her shaving her legs. I got to take it back tonight or tomorrow morning before our appointment because I have an appointment, which I emailed my advocate. She's like, yeah, come in anyways. I said, well, it's basically a roadblock because today Chloe made a lot of phone calls, because they're, from Arizona to Nevada to Oregon to California to Idaho to Montana, all these different places nearby to send her to. And they all said you need about 6 months before they can literally help mentally. Even if you had their Medicaid, they can't help with the homeless shelters, etc., unless it's certain reasons. So, mental hospital emailed me and said, look, we're full. We don't want Chloe. You're on your own. And so we tried everything in Ohio too, and Pennsylvania, tried West Virginia. We even tried Kentucky, all the resources in that area is zero. So we're at a stalemate. So Chloe's got to call her mom soon before it gets bad, because her mom's like, well, you could stay with me, but if you yell and scream once, you're out the door. I'm not tolerating your crap. So, but anyways, back to the story. So I went to the store. And after I got the shaving cream, I went around while looking at salt pork. I was thinking of Aaron's dishes that he made with salt pork. One of the dishes he made was a Filipino dish that required salt pork. And then afterwards, I went, because salt pork is like bacon. You just cook it up, throw it on a sandwich, So then I decided, when Chloe did find me, I found toothpicks, because I usually put toothpicks in my thing, and then I went over to get bread, Chloe disappeared, and I went and got sourdough, and she's like, oh, sourdough, I love sourdough, and I'm going, yeah, it's $5 a loaf. I like sourdough for my sandwiches, we got white bread and sourdough, and I got plenty of, so then I decided, okay, I wanted to get some cheese, so I got some cheese that was on sale. The tourist traps grocery store always sells the Tillamook. Now, I love Tillamook, but they didn't have it. So it was like Sargento and some other brand, and then Dairy Gold. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get the Dairy Gold, for the price. So I got the Dairy Gold. Then I went down the aisles, and decided I'm going to get an energy drink because I have to contact Poppy tonight, and I got 4 spreadsheets to do. I got Guild Wars 2 to play, Path of Fire. I'm hoping we can get back into the Mordremoth mission, because I'm really excited about that. I mean, literally, now, I will say, Chloe, it does come in handy for the enemies, because the enemies, I've ran across 30 of them, and we both got our ass handed to us. So, and a lot of them are veterans now, which means higher skilled, so higher strength, higher HP. So, but anyway, so what happened was, back to, that's what we're playing tonight again till wee hours in the morning. I'm at Chloe's, made an appointment with my therapist. It's all good there, because of it. My advocates, like I said, they're just like, yeah, set me up with more therapy and stuff. And my therapist has got a plan put together, and then, other things. And then I'm going in to talk, because my advocate set me up with a doctor so I don't have to leave the island. She already talked about filling me and Chloe's one med, so we don't even have to go to Wenatchee anytime soon. We'll be going once, but otherwise they'll have all the information. So I thought that was really cool, So after I went and got the bread, I went down the chip aisle, and I was thinking of grabbing some Cheetos and my cheese chips, but I decided not to get the Cheetos because, people would tell me outright, you're stupid if you're going to munch on hard chips while you're having a tooth problem right now, and you're taking care of the tooth problem, which she's setting us up with fish for teeth. So we're going to have fish for teeth for dental extraction, because, I can't, Chloe was complaining. She keeps biting her tongue or her lips or something, and then screaming and crying about, and I'm thinking maybe ribs aren't such a good idea for meals, but who knows? Okay. So the other thing is, tomorrow, since I have to go to the one advocate, I'm going to swing by the store again and pick up some barbecue sauce. Now, what's funny was, when I was doing it, I went down the shaving cream aisle, and I actually picked up some razor blades. Usually I don't go with the Bic Celil, because I don't like them that often, but there's a 4-pack and it was like $5, so it was like $5, and I already got like 6 bars of soap for the month, so between my 2 advocates, they're just like my one advocate's got a basket, and she's like, when you come in here, just choose what you want. She always does like, here's some extra coffee, here's like red pins, or so. It's good, and we do lunch once a month anyways. So to me, it's really great because, having them as an ally as well as, and when I emailed them, I'm like, look, we're at square one yet again with Chloe because, Chloe, basically her mom's like, I'll buy you a ticket, but you have to get to a homeless shelter and get treatment and all this. Well, hospitals out in, Pennsylvania and stuff are the same, they're just like, yeah, you have, even if you come, you don't have Pennsylvania Medicaid, and Ohio said the same thing. So it was just a big mess, so anyway, so back to my story. So I went and I got the razor blades. I went and got some other items at the store, and Chloe's like, oh, I need avocados, I need this. So she went and got her stuff, got some loaves of bread and this and that. And, she's like, oh, yeah, club sandwiches, a Rita special. And lo and behold, right, when we get up, this is where I felt kind of upset because Chloe's like, oh, yeah, it's sandwich meat, I'll do this, and, for my meats. And lo and behold, she reminds me of Uncle Donnie. I'm looking for her going down aisles, and she's already in line. So I get behind her. The lady rang up. I'm sitting there, and my bill was like $40-some, and I'm just like, "Ay, caramba!" Reminds me of Uncle Donnie going, "Oh yeah, I need to have a smoke. You guys go ahead of me. I'll buy my groceries afterwards." And next thing you know, the groceries are purchased, and he did that for 6 months in a row until basically Uncle Jack turned around and said, "Look, Donnie, you can't do this to them. You're taking advantage of them," and I felt like that today, because I was at the store, and but yeah, I picked up some bacon, and every time I turned around, they had like Hill's bacon and other bacon, and I was like, that stuff's expensive. I think Hill's bacon's out of Oregon. I think it's like Hillsboro or something. But anyways, so basically it was an interesting concept, and so we got home, and I decided, I'm gonna do a quick video, before I go to, oh, here it is. Let me make sure I spoke about everything I bought. I bought bread that was on sale. I got it for $2 off. They gave me $1 off for bag refunds. I spent $20 in sandwich meats. That was really expensive. Chloe got herself some pepperoni. People are like, what the hell? I got shaving cream and the blades for $5. And then I picked up a couple packages of bacon, which were like $3 each. And then I got a Monster Energy. So everything came to a total of $47 and 77 cents. So to me, that's and not including the stuff that I bought over at the pharmacy, which was, like $34. But that's because, as people know me on this island, one of the things they love about me is, I have a lot of friends, and everywhere I go, it's like, oh, you're a local, so you get the local discounts. So what happens is I go into like my coffee shop, and I sit down, and I have people there that work there, and the other day I asked one of my friends, I ran into her at the did you notice I ran into Becky at the grocery store today?
Wow.
So anyways, Becky told me today at the store, she asked me how hard it was for a girl there, I believe her name's Emily, who broke her leg, okay, wrestling and stuff, she has a cast and everything, and yeah, Emily's got this cast that slides off and off. It's like a boot cast, right? But she's wearing like tights and stuff. So she's like, how hard is it? She's like, oh, it's hard, but I love tights. And Emily's like, to each their own, but she was curious about the tights because, the whole thing about the boot, me and Becky were like, well, so Becky was telling me about it today. But when I go in there, they always know that whenever I buy like a cup of coffee or a cup of coffee in a giant Reese's cup that's like this, freshly made, they make their chocolates. That I always give $3 tip. So I was there and I was giving a $3 tip, and like yesterday, I went and got a club sandwich. That's how I love club sandwiches. I did get mayonnaise. That was on the list too, but the point is I like going on my um, um, what do you call it? I like going to locals. I mean, I have a friend of mine, Ann, who's like sells me pellets and sells me hay and stuff, and she's always asking about Bun Bun. She's like, "How's the Bun Bun doing?" And so when it came to Bun Bun, for example, she always knows that I'll buy from her. I won't go on Amazon and save money because I prefer to have, even though Ebony needs his pellets. She's one of those that spread rabbits. So she's like, "Oh yeah, the nutrients and this and that. I should have warned you the bunny would eat his own poo." But we have our own bag of hay. We have like 3 bags of hay, and we got like 2 giant big bags of pellets. And everyone asks me, "Well, why do you buy so much at a time?" I don't like going out. That's the thing. I mean, I've tried to explain to family, I don't like going out. I don't like even going out of my house if I don't have to. I mean, literally, Chloe's got to drag me out. "Oh, you need medicine, otherwise, But the reason I went today, okay, and I want to tell a story. The reason I went and got these is because the little bottle will tell Chloe exactly what I need right there. But she'd be going to the grocery store. This and this. The problem with these and these is the pharmacy. They're like, "Oh, the pharmacy's more money than the grocery store." Actually, the pharmacy is actually affordable. Oh, this lid's on. So what happened was, I have some ordered already on Amazon anyways. I'm going to get like 2,000 tablets of each because I just don't want to run out, and I'm one of these, I don't like traveling unless I have to. So what happened is I support my local pharmacy. They're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry about that big bill that Chloe was shocked about." I'm like, "Don't worry about it. I need to read the tier book I have at home sitting on my desk. I just it sucks because they give you your prescription things. If you don't read it and then you find out your meds go up, you're going to be shocked because A, you didn't do your research, and B, you're lazy." And me, frankly, I'm kind of lazy. And I'll admit I'm lazy, but at the same time, I have a lot of people, that, look up to me. And it's really good because, of this thing. And they're like, "How's Chloe's temper?" And I'm going, "Well, last night she had it in on a game. I kept telling her to keep it down, and she's like, ah! I'm like, calm down. It's just a game, But when I get frustrated at a game, Chloe's like, "I'll take care of that for you." She's like, click, 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 done. Whereas me, I get frustrated because I'm in an area where I don't have Chloe backing me up, and I got like 5,000 enemies killing me, and it's like, "Oh yeah, I'm toast." And then Chloe's like, "Oh, you don't have that waypoint." And then the other thing is we don't have the bank, so we're in the bank, for example. And because we're in the bank, I like yesterday, I was like, Chloe was like, "Oh, you need this and you need that." And I can do this. Chloe's like, "No, no, 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 listen to me." And I'm like, "Arr." So, but anyway, so tonight I got to get the oven prepared. Once we get a pan cleaned, I'm going to bake up the bacon. I'm baking it tonight. And then I'm going to bake up some sourdough bread, and I'm gonna make club sandwiches. I can also fry the bacon. I prefer to because of the the club sandwich. Usually the bread needs to be toasted, so I'm gonna have to use a lower rack with a sliding to put in like 6 pieces, and then cook Chloe's food first, and then pull her out, put it together, and then cook mine. Which was really funny was on this whole thing with Chloe was she was talking about bacon. She's like, "Oh yeah, the food bank gave us bacon, and I'm gonna make club sandwiches too." And I said to her, "Look, I do the cooking mostly, so I've already planned the bacon for club sandwiches for both of us. So just to say you're using an entire 2 pounds of bacon for yourself makes you sound selfish." She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, "Well, don't be. Just think about it." I mean, literally. But the thing about Chloe is one time she was in Portland, and she went and I said, "Get me some generic Tylenol." I said, "Generic." She came back and paid $10 at a 7-Eleven for, I think it was a 7-Eleven in Portland, the Tylenol, just regular 24 travel size. I'm like, man, that's expensive. The people that would pay it is the type that's in a hurry or don't know where the dang grocery store is. And, but It made me feel, while I was walking home, I was kind of grumpy to myself because it kind of saddened me because, I felt, I know family and friends are like, look, Chloe's taking advantage of you because of the the thing. Like tonight, Chloe zips through the line, and I'm going, where is she? When I finally found her in the line, I'm going, and then I'm stuck with a bigger bill, and it's like, oh yeah, club sandwiches, I read a special. But to me, I don't put avocados on it. Chloe likes her avocado. And she likes to take the club sandwiches that I make her and add pepperoni, which to me doesn't sound like a true club sandwich. I mean, I got chicken, I got ham, and I got um, chicken, ham, and turkey, So, I can make a club sandwich, a triple decker club, and I got cheese to go with it. So, and I got mayonnaise. So I'm quite content, and, like I had mayonnaise yesterday, and I was like, mayonnaise and a club sandwich ain't bad. You got that bacon, and you got, so to me, I got to cook the bacon, and then I got to prepare it, and, but the other thing is I got 4 spreadsheets to do. I'll probably do 3 tonight. The fourth one probably be tomorrow because I'm ahead of schedule, and 2 is I got to get things prepared. Now, the other thing I want to share with you is, the only thing left on my bills this month is to have them take out Stars, Showtime, HBO, Cinemax, and Disney Plus and Amazon. So, and they come out certain days, like everything comes out on the 13th except for Amazon. So to me, I'm not really worried. And with the chips and with the dip and with the popcorn and with the butter, I got butter recently, so I can make popcorn when I want. And I picked up one of these so I can actually stay awake for my mission with Poppy tonight. He emailed me the other day and he's like, okay. And then he emailed me again saying something else. It's like, well, I'll explain on Monday, etc. But, to me, it doesn't really matter because Poppy, he's like, I'm worried about you, but I got a lot to talk to him about tonight, and I know Poppy, I already know what Poppy's answer is going to be. He's going to be like, because I tell him everything, and to him, goodbye. This is Poppy's answer, and I don't like it, but I'm not going to divulge into anything. It's personal. But he was going to say goodbye to bad rubbish, and Chloe says the same thing. Goodbye to toxic people, But I'm actually quite happy because I went to GOG and I'm working on a GOG list right now for games I want to download to my desktop to play. I have the CD version, but I do want the digital versions. I mean, my family said, "Oh, go digital. You can." I finished up Star Trek Voyager season 5, so I'm on season 6 now. I'm actually loving Prime. I can't complain. Prime is like great. This morning, I will tell you, Prime did debit my card. What was it? They debited me $20 on this morning, this morning over the order I placed. I bought some compact Bibles, travel Bibles. One being the CSV Bible, which the Bible's right here. Chloe's got a full CSV, which they were nice enough to send, so to be easy to understand. I'm also reading her the Book of Acts. We're on Acts 16, so we're very happy. I also read her other scriptures too that she has questions about, like with Jesus and stuff, in the epistles or, with the good news of the gospel. So, with that said, I don't have much to talk about. Like I said, it was just a whole, so I got 4 spreadsheets to do, bacon to cook, sandwiches to make. Might be a late dinner tonight, anyways, depending on my spreadsheets and etc. And I do want to say, for the record, this has to do with Chloe is, Chloe. There, like I said, I went to the pharmacy because I could trust Chloe with 99% of the groceries. Getting 99% groceries on my card. I just can't trust Chloe too, and it's not more of a trust. It's more of a getting her to pick the right medications without problems. I don't want to basically be. etc. So, like I said, and I'm hoping tonight, I am not with the energy, of course, energy drink, but I'm hoping to sleep pretty well because, I didn't sleep at all last night. It wasn't because of, anything major. It's just my tooth, somehow between the tooth and the chips, it triggered it to be in severe pain. So I'm wondering, what happened. I brush all the time, so it's not like it's a brushing issue. It's more of there's a hole in it, and every time I turn around, they're like, "Oh, it hit a nerve." But we can fill it. Yeah, but you can fill it or you can pull it, and you should pull it because the fill be in pain, But it's normal, It's normal everyday life. But I'm looking forward to Guild Wars tonight. I'm looking forward to Poppy tonight. I'm looking forward to, getting things moving along. And I got a couple other things to talk about soon, but it's not too soon because I'm working on projects, like I said. Keeping my mind busy. Once I get through with Poppy, I will brief you tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon after my advocate because I'm stuck going through the advocate anyways. My neighbor upstairs is noisy as hell. I mean, literally, Chloe's curved her temper and everything, yet she's still, literally, I don't know. So, anyways, I don't have anything more to say or do. So please, 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 add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion. Keep it nice is all we ask. Hit that bell notification for new content. Thanks for watching, everyone. Captain's Log Out, NCC 77246. This transmission ends now, and life is good.